Good evening to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is foreign trade. This is for the Bcom students for first year in first semester for general students only. Up to now we discuss what is the common market and some definitions, and also we discuss some of the objectives for the formation of the common market. We are continuing our lecture. Our topic is advantages and disadvantages of the common market. Let's see here. Advantages. First, effective allocation. The common markets with freedom of movement for the factors of production between the member countries. What are the reasons for formation of common markets? With the free movement of goods and services, labor, capital, etc. Further, the common market with freedom of movement from the factors of production. What is the factors of production? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Further, factors of production, we can move all these things in very freely we can move these factors of production of the member countries. Efficient allocation of the human and non-human resources take place, which contributes for increased productivity. Means they are freely allowing the goods and services. What are the factors of production? Factors of production are land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Which country some countries want capital, some countries want labor. For that, which country want labor, freely you can transfer the labor from one country to another country. For that, there is a benefit of free movement of goods and services. So every country want to utilize and efficient utilization of these resources, then they can increase their productivity. So this is the one of the advantage. What are the advantage here for the formation of common market? They are a free entry of goods and services, the free allocation of the goods and services. For this free entry of the factors of production, every country want to utilize their resources efficiently. What is the meaning of efficiently? We can utilize the goods in an efficient way and a particular time. In the particular time only you can produce the goods, then we can increase the productivity. So it is one of the advantage. Next, availability of cheaper products. Customers are benefited with the cheaper products provided by the common market member countries. The choices of products would also be increased from the consumer. The business in competition develop innovative products to suit the needs of the customer. Means based on our customer wants and tastes, there are different types of products. Means there are different substitutes for a single product. Based on our consumers' income, they can prefer which good they want. So for that reason, based on our consumers' taste and preferences, the member countries want to create and want to innovate new products. For that reason also the productivity also increases, the innovation capacity also increases. Availability of cheaper products means based on our taste and preferences of the consumer, they are for every good there are number of substitutes. So for the income levels, every consumer want to select their good. For that reason, the other countries also think they want to innovate new products based on the taste and preferences of the people. So for that, here the goods are available at cheaper cost because of there are lot of substitutes, and also they can increase their innovation capacities. So this is also one of the advantage. Next, increased efficiency. The common markets develop common and coordinate policies. The main reason of the common markets is to have to be develop and coordinate common policies that income efficient in member countries. They ensure the establishment of good process that creates a kind of seamless markets. Seamless markets means unbreakable, means we are unable to break the markets. Means what are the increased efficiency? In common market, we can freely transfer of goods and services and also the labor. For that reason, common markets they have a coordination, they have the strength, and they have to follow common policies. Coordination of policies, they increase the efficiency of member countries, means they increase the efficiency of production levels, increase the efficiency of the member countries. Thus ensure establishment of good produces that creates a kind of means they have to be for that efficient level, they have to produce good products. For that good products, they are unable to break the markets. Means the markets have gone increasing. For that creation and the production, they can increase the productivity, increase the efficiency. Means the common markets can freely transfer their goods and services, and also whatever they want. If a country want the capital, they can freely transfer their capital. If the country want manpower, they can freely transfer the manpower. For that, they have lot of resources. For that resources, they can produce the products efficient way. Next, surveillance of one market. In common markets, the member countries follow common policies and regulations in trading bloc, which creates a system of surveillance upon one another. Surveillance means they have to survive, means as long as possible they have to survive. Those countries have to form a common market for the freely allocation of these all resources. They can survive because they all member countries have to follow the same procedures, the same policies, and they have the coordination. Further policies and coordination, they can survive as long as possible, and they can produce more products. Further products they can sell to other countries, they can receive their revenue. For this revenue they use it for the development of the economy. So surveillance is also one of the important for formation of common market. These are all the advantages of the common market. What are the advantages? Effective allocation. The resources which are available to the common markets, they are effectively available and also they increase their production. Next, availability of cheaper products, because one product has different number of substitutes, so the product can be available at a cheaper rate due to competitive advantage. Next, increased efficiency. Based on production levels has been increased, and also our resources there are lot of resources. For that resources we can increase the efficiency of the production. Next, surveillance of one market. Based on our common policies and procedures, based on our coordination, we can survive as long as possible based on the unity of the common market groups. So these are the advantages of common market, and there are some disadvantages. Let's see here. Immobility of workers. Means in reality the mobility of workers is very difficult task. They hesitate to leave their homeland. Immobility of worker means we can move the labor from one place to another place, but the people may not adjust in the foreign countries. Already we know that in Arab countries our Indians has mainly show their interest to work on Arab countries because of huge money, but in that country conditions they are unable to settle. So for that reason movable of workers is easy, but they are unable to settle there. They are unable to settle in their environment. So it is a very difficult task, and they hesitate. They feel like that they are new to the place, and based on the working conditions also some people may not adjust. So it is also one of the disadvantages. In reality the mobility of workers is very difficult. It is a very difficult from moving from one place to another place. In the same country we can move, but while compared to the other countries the people are unable to adjust these environmental conditions. So we can say it is one of the disadvantage. And next, possibility for monopolies. There is a possibility for creation of monopolies with the domination of larger countries in the bloc. Suppose in common market there are 5 countries. In the 5 countries, the 2 countries have highly developed countries. Means sometimes these highly developed countries have to take all the advantages and have to create a monopoly power. Monopoly power means only single seller. They have to produce all the goods, and the other countries have to purchase the goods. So we can say it is also one of the disadvantages. While formation of the common market only, we have to think all that. Suppose in 5 countries, the 2 countries there is one country is a leading country. These country have created the monopoly power. Monopoly power means only single seller. The country has to sell all the products and other countries has to purchase. So possibility for monopolies based on our common market. So while formation of the common market we have to think all these ways. It is also one of the disadvantage. There is a possibility for creation of monopolies. Monopoly means there is only single seller. Means that those who have highly produced country, the country only has to produce all the goods, and the other countries has no chance for the production. For that the other countries have to purchase the goods. For that reason the imports were increases and exports were decreases. For that the economic growth will be decreased. It is also one of the disadvantage. Next, business barriers. In most of the countries, in spite of existence of common market, business barriers exist and free trading has become difficult for member countries. Business barriers means already while forming a common market, they set the same procedure. But some of the countries may not follow the procedures. Then we get some disputes occur between these member countries. At that time, the other countries also may suffer. If one country has created the barriers, then the other 4 countries has also been suffer. So for that reason also we can say it is also one of the disadvantage. The other countries may unable to transfer the goods until the issue can settled. In most of the countries, in spite of existence of common market, may business barriers means some two countries there is a dispute between two countries. The three other countries also may not transfer his goods and services. For that reason, the five countries has to suffer. We can say it is also one of the disadvantage. Next, negative impact. Transaction to the common market can have short-term negative impact of some sectors of national economy due to increased competition. Suppose some countries come and form a common market for enjoying the advantages of free transfer of goods and services, but they have to be increased competition. They are increasing to the competition, so when compared to the other countries, they are unable to take this competition. So the home products means the other countries home the produced goods may suffer losses. So we can say it is also one of the disadvantages. These are all the disadvantages of common market. What are the disadvantages? Immobility of workers. We are unable to move workers freely because the people are unable to adjust their environment. They feel hesitate, means they are unable to adjust their living conditions. So we can say it is also one of the disadvantage. Next, possibility for monopolies. For example, in our common market there is a one high developed country. This developed country has created a monopoly power. Monopoly means he is the monopoly, he is the single seller, and the other countries have to purchase the goods. For in that case, the exports were decreased and imports were increases, then our economic growth will decreases. Next, business barriers. If there is a disputes between two countries, the other three countries also suffers. For that reason also, we can say the three countries are unable to exchange of goods until settle this issue. We can say it is the business barriers. For that also, we can face losses, and it is also one of the disadvantages. Means all the countries are not same at all. Maybe the two countries have to create any disputes to other countries, then all the five countries have to suffer for the disputes. Next, negative impact. For creation of the competition, the other countries may suffer. Let's see. A transaction to common market can have a short-term negative impact of some sectors. It is a short-term negative impact of some sectors of market due to increased competition. For the increase of the competition, it shows some negative impacts. These five countries are enjoying these benefits, but when compared to the other countries, they may suffer losses. For the short term, there is a negative impact for other countries. So we can say it is also disadvantages. Today we discuss what is the common market, and also we discuss some of the definitions, objectives and advantages of the common market and disadvantages of the common market. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Study hard. Keep smiling.